Wild salmon are the heartbeat of our rivers. They feed forests, animals, and people. They've shaped cultures and economies around the Pacific for thousands of years. But in British Columbia and Yukon, their numbers and diversity are fading. Why does such diversity matter? Because salmon aren't all the same. Each river, every stream, is home to its own locally adapted population, and together they form a safety net across the landscape, providing resilience, a buffer against future change. When one population struggles, another can thrive. 20 years ago, Canada launched the wild salmon policy. Its promise was bold: conservation first. The plan? Monitor salmon populations. Count how many return each year to each river and use that information to decide when to go fishing, when to protect their habitat, and when to help populations recover. On paper, it's a strong framework. In practice, it depends largely on one thing: consistent monitoring. So how are we doing? Not well. Since the policy was introduced, the number of spawning populations counted each year has dropped by 1/3. While large populations continue to be monitored, small populations, where diversity lives, have been forgotten. It's like counting only the tallest trees and ignoring the rest of the forest. Today, nearly 1/2 of salmon populations in Canada no longer have enough information to tell if they're healthy or at risk. That means that many populations could be declining, even disappearing, without anyone noticing. Here's the problem. Imagine trying to navigate a coastline with half the map missing. That's what salmon management looks like without monitoring. Without reliable counts of salmon, managers can't tell when a population needs help, and when they finally do act, it's often too late. Fortunately, the solution is simple. We need to rebuild monitoring programs as we once had, not just to count the largest, most convenient rivers, but to track the full diversity of salmon populations, large and small, remote and local, and to keep watch for new populations colonizing habitats as glaciers recede. Partnerships with Indigenous nations, local communities, and organizations can expand capacity and revive monitoring where it has lapsed. And new tools like drones and video counts can help. Bottom line, without adequate monitoring, conservation is guesswork. That means decisions on fishing and industrial projects are made without a clear view of the risks. With sufficient monitoring, we can detect change, protect what's left, and give salmon a chance to adapt to a warming world. Canada's wild salmon policy promised conservation first. Now it's time to put that promise into practice. Let's rebuild salmon monitoring, because if we don't count them, we can't protect them. Want to help? Write to your Member of Parliament and tell them that salmon monitoring matters, and consider donating to Skeena Wild's science program. For more information or to read our accompanying science paper, visit skeenawild.org.